I'm going to put that. That'll be the way we start.
There you go. Behind me is an ash tree. A mighty tree, beautiful tree. It used to turn such marvelous colors in the fall of the year. There's an insect. It's called the emerald ash borer. It's a beetle. And it invades ash trees, and it has for the last 15 years. Most of the ash trees in the Midwest are dead and gone, and now that beetle is heading south, and it's devouring the ash trees down there, and nothing really can stop it. The ash tree behind me is dying. In another couple of years, it'll be dead, and it'll be taken down. You can see the dead branches that begin to cover that once beautiful tree. There's a verse in the Bible that talks about God allowing a Christian to be pruned. It says God prunes those who are bearing forth good fruit so that they might bear forth more good fruit. It's like God allows circumstances to come into our life that we really don't want to be there. We wish they didn't exist. And yet all of us have dead spaces in our life. Cancer comes, unemployment comes, we lose the house. Our teenage son is on cocaine. There are dead spaces in our life. They're dead branches. Do they serve any purpose? According to God, they do, and I believe Him with all my heart. When the trials come, when the dead spaces come into our lives, God makes a promise. He says, I'll be with you more strongly during those periods than I was when everything was fine. How's that for a comment? The Apostle Paul says, I've got an affliction, God, and I want you to get rid of it, and I prayed so often, and you're ignoring me. Why don't you do something about this affliction? And God said to Paul, why don't you be quiet? I'm going to tell you this. The affliction is in your life because it keeps you close to me. And the Apostle Paul, he had a light bulb go off in his head, and he said, my goodness gracious, you are absolutely correct. When I'm weak, when this dead space comes, then your presence comes more powerfully to me. I like what Oswald Chambers once wrote. He said, I pity any Christian who does not have a trial going on in their life, because it's the trials that bring us closer to God. He's absolutely correct, isn't he? The trials bring us closer to God. When a day is as beautiful as this one is, we don't think too much about God. It's just a beautiful day. When we've got a fabulous time going on in our life, no worries. We really don't think too much about God. But let something invade our life that causes us distress and harm. Where are we? We're on our knees. Who are we talking to? We're talking to God. And we're saying, God, I can't handle this on my own. I can do nothing. I turn this over to you. And how many times has God's peace come? I hope you're not invaded by anything bad right now. I hope it's a pleasant time in your life. But I know that when some invasion comes that causes you grief, I know God will be there. I've said often in messages that you look at the people in the Bible, who does God come to? Blind Bartimaeus, the crippled man, the man let down by the roof, through the roof by his friends, likewise crippled. The lepers, who does Jesus come to in the Bible? The ones who are hurting. That's who he comes to. I pray that when something comes into your life that causes you pain and anguish, that you're on your knees and you're saying, God, be with me, be with me, be with me. And as soon as you speak his name, he is there. His peace can become yours. In our Savior's name, amen. Dead branches, yes.